Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today we are going to start trigonometry chapter revision. We are going to cover the most important topics. At the same time, we will also cover at least 5 to 10 previous year questions, that is of 2024 different sets. Okay. So just give me 1 minute. Let me check whether audio, video, everything is fine. So just give me 1 minute. Let me check. Okay, so I can see everything is okay. So let's start with our video. So trigonometry is one of the most important chapter, I can say it, because at least 5 to 10 marks of questions will be coming definitely in your board exam. It might be any set. Okay, so irrespective of the set, you will get definitely at least 5 to 10 marks. 5, I cannot say 5, at least 7 you might get also. Okay, not only for 2024 paper, I have checked the previous year 2022, 23, the other papers as well. So definitely most of the questions, at least 1 to 2 MCQs are coming. One very short answer is coming, one short answer is coming, and there are cases that you might also receive 5 marks question as well. Case study, I don't see it means coming, but at least for 5 marks question, definitely there are chances to get a question from trigonometry chapter. So let's see the trigonometry most important topics. The first one is you have to remember all the ratio values. So ratio values are very important. That is, for which trigonometry ratio, what is the value? So that we are going to discuss now. First one, we need to remember 5 angles for each trigonometry ratio. The first one is 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45, 60 and 90. So you have to remember all 6: sin theta, cos theta, tan, cosecant, secant and cot. So you have to remember 6 ratios, and each 6 ratios we have 5 different angles. So each 5 different angles you have to remember all 6. Okay, I will write all 6, but if still in the exam pressure you are not able to remember, I will also provide you the trick how to remember and to derive at least if you remember 1 values. Okay, this is ratio and this is the degree. So what is sin 0 means? Sin 0 is 0, sin 30 1 by 2, sin 45 1 by root 2, sin 60 root 3 by 2 and sin 90 is 1. So I just suggest you at least to remember the sin value. Okay, if you remember at least 1, you can easily derive the other values. So how to derive the for cos? It is just simple, just write in reverse. 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. You understood? I just reversed all the values which are present in sin. So for tan, what you have to do is just sin by cos you have to do. So 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3, 1 by 2 by 1 by 2, 1, root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2, you will get root 3, 1 by 0 is undefined, so I'll write it as infinite. See, using sin I got cos, for using sin and cos I got tan. Cosecant, so cosecant theta is 1 by sin. I'll write it here one more. Tan theta, I can write it as sin theta by cos theta. This can also be written as 1 by cot theta. Next we have cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is inverse of sin theta, whereas secant theta is inverse of cos theta. Okay, so these 3 you have to remember. Now using these 3 we are going to write others. Cosecant theta, what I told, it is inverse of sin. So 1 by 0 undefined, 1 by 1 by 2, 2, or I'll just reverse the values which are present in sin. Reverse means invert it, not like cos, invert it. So it is root 2 here, it is 2 by root 3 here, 1 invert also will become 1. See, I got the cosecant theta values as well. Secant theta means you have to invert the values of cos. So 1, or else simply if you remember cosecant also you can just write in the reverse way. That is also we can do it. Then cot, you can either two things, just invert tan or reverse tan. Both will be applicable for cot theta. So I'll just invert it. So this is infinite root 3 1 1 by root 3 0. So these are the total 6 values. Okay, the trick is to first at least remember only one line. One line also it is you have to by heart, there is no other option. First sine 0 g0, sine 30 1 by 2, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2, sine 90 is 1. Just remember at least this line so that you can easily derive others. But at least if you spend I think 10 to 15 minutes, I am sure you guys will have a memory to remember all the table as well. Okay, just feel confident, but still even in exam pressure, if you feel whether it is root 2 1 by root 2 you have a doubt, just don't worry, just remember the first line. From first line just write all the table values in your question paper somewhere in the rough side while during the starting of the exam itself, and then you can use this table to write the sums. Okay, so always I suggest to write this table somewhere in the rough sheet or in the last page or somewhere, so that during exam if whatever the trigonometry chapter questions are coming, you can just refer to this table and write the values. Okay, instead of deriving again and again. So just spend 2 minutes to write this table fastly. Okay, then we have these three ratios. We have to remember tan is sine by cos, 1 by cot, cosecant is 1 by sine, secant is 1 by cos. So then we have three important trigonometric identities. So what are the three identities? We have first one, sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. Second identity, secant square x minus tan square x is equal to 1. And third one, cosecant square x minus cot square x is equal to 1. So these three we have to important, because using these three you can also write the other relations as well. So what are the other relations I'm talking about? From this I can say sine square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x, cos square x is equal to 1 minus sine square x. So how I got this relation? I just moved 1 to the other side. Like sine square x you can write it as 1 minus cos square x, cos square x can be written as 1 minus sine square x. Same way, using this relation I'm going to write 2 again. 1 is secant square x, I can write it as 1 plus tan square x, and tan square x I can write it as secant square x minus 1. Same way here, cosecant square x is equal to 1 plus cot square x, cot square x is equal to cosecant square x minus 1. So just remember these three. From here itself we can write in terms of if they want only in tan sine square x, then it is 1 minus cos square x. Only in terms of secant square x, then just move tan square to the right side, it becomes 1 plus. If they want tan square x, then just move tan square to the right side, 1 to the left side, so it becomes secant square x minus 1. Same way for here as well. Okay, then we have to remember the most important algebraic formula for this chapter, which is a square minus b square. So what is a square minus b square? A plus b into a minus b. So this seems to be very easy, but this is very important for this chapter, because you can see everywhere here squares are mentioned. So to solve these type of squares question, we have to apply this formula to solve it. Okay, so now let's solve few MCQ questions from 2024 chapter. So this is the first one. I will just expand it. Okay, I think now everyone can see it. The question is, this is one question of 2024, one of the set. The question is 5 tan theta minus 12 is equal to 0. They are asking the value of sin theta. Okay, so before this we also have one more. With respect to right angle, and if I say this is theta, and so opposite to theta will be opposite side, adjacent to theta will be adjacent side, and the other one is nothing but hypotenuse. So all these trigonometric ratios respective to triangle also we can write it. So how means I will write all 6 ratios here. Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Cos theta adjacent by hypotenuse. Next, tan sine by cos. So simply it will be opposite by adjacent because hypotenuse will get cancelled out to each other. Then cot theta is the opposite of tan. So simply adjacent by opposite. Then we have fifth and sixth, which are cosecant theta is 1 by sine. So just opposite it should be. It's like hypotenuse by opposite. Secant theta hypotenuse by adjacent. So if you remember this, you can easily write the bottom one because just it is inverse of those two. Because cosecant is 1 by sine, so just reverse it. Secant is 1 by cos, so just reverse it. Tan is sine by cos, so opposite by adjacent. Cot theta will be opposite of tan, which is adjacent by opposite. Okay, now using this formula, we are going to solve this MCQ. So here, phi tan theta will be equal to 12. So tan theta, I can say the value is 12 by 5. So we can draw the triangle. This is theta. Tan, as I mentioned, opposite by adjacent. So this is 12, this is 5. So using Pythagoras theorem, let's find the hypotenuse. So which is 12 square plus 5 square, which is 144.25, which will be 169. So 169 root over is 13. So hypotenuse we got it as 13. They're asking sin theta. Sin theta value is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is 12, hypotenuse is 13. So the answer is 12 by 13. So just using these two, write in the triangle, and as it is right angle triangle, just find the other side, get the ratio. Let's see another MCQ. Here we have x by 3 is equal to 2 sin a, y by 3 is equal to 2 cos a. They're asking x square plus y square. So for this, you can see here we have sin a, we have cos a, and here we have squares. So wherever you have sin a, cos a, and squares, just go with the identities, and just you have to use the first identity. Okay. So the first identity, if I write sin a, now this becomes x by 6, whereas cos a will become y by 6. How I wrote means I just moved 2 to the denominator, 3 into 2, 2 to the denominator, 3 into 2. So what is the identity we have? Sin square a plus cos square a is 1. So sin square a means x square by 36 plus y square by 36 is equal to 1. Just take LCM as 36, it becomes x square plus y square by 36 is equal to 1. So I can say that x square plus y square is nothing but 36 into 1, which is 36. Okay. Let's see another MCQ. Sin theta is 1. So what will be theta value? So I just told to remember this value. Sin theta is 1 at 90 degrees. So directly I can say theta is equal to 90 degrees. What they are asking, 1 by 2 into sin theta by 2. Theta by 2 is 90 by 2. So it will be 1 by 2 into sin 45. So 1 by 2 into sin 45 is 1 by root 2. So the direct final answer is 1 by 2 root 2. Okay. So just see this question. In the meantime, I will just try to get another question of MCQs of trigonometry if anything is there. Okay, I got one. So you can see that in every set I am able to get an MCQ question from trigonometry. So that's why I am saying for easy trigonometry is one of the easiest chapter, I can say, because there is no theorems, no derivations. Only thing is you have to just remember the identities, remember the ratios, then yes, we can solve any type of question. It can be 2 marks, 5 marks, or 3 marks as well. Okay, so let's solve this MCQ. Here they have mentioned sin theta is equal to cos theta. So for this again you have to remember that value. So if you see these two values, sin and cos, only at one angle the values will be same. Okay, not only here, for tan and cot, even for cosecant and secant also, the only at 45 degrees the respective values will be same. So sin theta is cos theta. So simple, theta is equal to 45 degrees. The value of secant theta plus sin theta. So simply they are asking secant 45 plus sin 45. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Secant 45 is 1 by cos. So it is root 2 plus 1 by root 2. So it is 2 plus 1 by root 2. Wait, it is secant theta into sin theta, not plus theta. So wherever it mentions dot, it is into. Okay. So root 2 by 2, root 2 by root 2, which is 1. Okay. Let's see another question. Okay, so only one MCQ from that set. Let's see one more set. Just 2 minutes. I will solve 2 more MCQs and then we'll go with the very short answers. So in the meantime, if anyone have any doubts or if you want to ask anything, kindly mention in the chat section. I'll just mention the same. Any doubts with respect to trigonometry? Kindly mention here, so that I can check and respond. Thank you. So the trigonometry, one more question I just wanted to solve. Okay, got it. 2 questions here, fine. We'll solve those 2 questions. Is the question just found it? Yeah. If theta is okay, it's a direct question again. Hope you're able to see the question. The question is, for theta is equal to 30, they're asking to find the value of 2 sin theta cos theta. So it is 2 into sin 30 into cos 30. So sin 30 value is 1 by 2, cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. So these two will get cancelled out, which is equal to root 3 by 2. So just one more I will see, and then as I mentioned, I'll go to next questions. Okay, now we have one interesting question. So this is the last MCQ I'm going to solve now. Then I will go to very short answer questions which are coming in 2024 paper. Okay. So this type of question is very important because at least in any set, I'm damn sure at least one question will be coming on this one. It can be MCQs or very short answers. It can come in either way. It is very important. So how they will ask you is, they will simply say sin theta minus tan theta or cosecant theta minus cot theta or 1 minus sin theta. In that way they will provide you and they will give you m value. They are asking the other value. So simple for this, if sin and tan are mentioned, just use second identity. If cosecant and cot are mentioned, just use third identity. If sin and cos are mentioned, just use first identity. So here sin and tan. So I have to use second identity. Second identity is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So what is this? I just told to remember the algebraic equation, which is a square minus b square. So a square minus b square form. So I can simply say it is secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. Secant theta plus minus tan theta provided, the value is m. This we need to find. Secant theta plus tan theta into m is equal to 1. So therefore secant theta plus tan theta is equal to 1. If I move the other side, it becomes 1 by m. Okay, same they can ask you cosecant minus cot theta. There also the answer will be 1 by m. Okay, so now I'll start with very short answer questions. So I'm just checking the set again to find any very short answer questions. Okay, we have one very short answer question. So in the question paper they can mention you in OR case. If they mention in OR case, just write whichever is you feel confident, but don't solve both the things even you have time in your exam paper, because there can be cases where the invigilator might not be interested to solve both the questions. Okay, they will feel that it is burden to them. So just do one thing, only solve whichever you feel confident, don't solve both the answers. So you can see here A or B is mentioned. The question is 2 root 2 cos 45 to sin that. Okay, just substitute the answers, you'll get the value. So it is 2 root 2 cos 45 is 1 by root 2 sin 30 1 by 2 plus 2 root 3 cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. 2 cancel, root 2 cancel, 2 gets cancelled out. So 1 into 1 is 1, root 3 into root 3 is 3. The answer is 4. Direct answer. Same way here for B part. This is C. That's all for B. Sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So just substitute the values. You have to just prove it. So sin of A plus B is 60 plus 30. Sin of A plus B is 60 plus 3. Sin 90 is 1. The other one, sin A cos B. So sin 60 cos 30 plus cos 60 sin 30. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2 into cos 30 is 1 by 2 plus cos 60 1 by 2. Wait, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Sin 30 is also 1 by 2. Root 3 into root 3 is 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 1. Hence this value and this value are equal. Okay, let's solve 2 more very short answers. We have some squares type of question here, and here also there is an OR case. So there in the last year paper, so it's not like every trigonometry will get 2 options. Okay, but we should be ready to solve even there is no option. So let's solve this. Two sin square 30. Okay, 2 into sin 30 is 1 by 2 whole square into secant 60. Secant 60 is 1 by cos 6. Cos 60 is 2. Okay, plus tan 60 root 3 whole square. So it is 2 into 1 by 4 into 2 plus root 3 whole square is 3. So 4 gets cancelled out, which is 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 answer is 4. So just use substituted the values. That's it. So okay, the next one, then find the measures of angles of A and B. Okay, so we have, it's like combination of trigonometry and algebraic, pair of linear equations chapter as well. Okay, so let's solve the B part now. 2 sin of A plus B is root 3. So if I move 2 to the other side, I can say sin of A plus B is equal to root 3 by 2. So sin at which angle it will be root 3 by 2? It will be 60. So A plus B is equal to 60 degrees. This is one. Second equation, cos of inverse is 1, so simply I will write a minus b. Cos at which angle will be 1? It will be 0. So a minus b is equal to 0 degrees. So if I add these two, I will get 2a is equal to 60. So a will be 30. If I substitute a as 30, 30 minus b is equal to 0. So simply b also is 30 degrees. I just substituted here because a is equal to b. Okay. Next, move to the, now let's start with short answer questions, that is 3 marks questions. We'll see if anything is there. Yes, we have one 3 marks question in the same paper itself. So most of the 3 marks questions will be prove the type of questions, like LHS and RHS you have to prove. Okay, so for any prove the type of questions, I always suggest you to convert any trigonometric identity into sine and cos and then solve it, and then just get the last value for LHS, and then make sure that the same will be coming in the RHS and then solve it. Okay, so for this question you can see I have, this is LHS and this is RHS. RHS already in sine and cos and we need to convert it, so just solve on LHS part and you have to get the RHS part from here. So I'll just write LHS 1 plus secant theta minus tan theta by 1 plus secant theta plus tan theta. Okay, just a minute. So what is secant in terms of cos? It becomes 1 plus 1 by cos minus sin theta by cos theta by 1 plus 1 by cos plus sin theta by cos theta. So if I take LCM in numerator and denominators, this becomes cos theta 1 cos theta plus 1 minus sin theta by cos theta plus 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. Cos theta and cos theta get cancelled out. Let me just start from the, check the question. Plus secant minus tan by 1 plus secant plus tan. Okay. So if we solve in this way, it will be tough. So let's do one thing. Here it is secant and tan are mentioned. So instead of solving this way, we can solve in another method. Let's solve in that way. Because here if you solve in this way, we are getting cos theta plus 1 minus sin theta by cos theta plus 1 plus sin theta. So but what we want in terms of 1 minus sin theta by cos theta. So that's why what we have to do is, instead of converting into sin and cos, let's solve it in terms of secant and tan only, then we can easily get this question. So it is 1 plus secant theta minus tan theta by 1 plus secant theta plus tan theta. So wherever you have ones here, so better you use the same trigonometries and just convert it. So 1 I can write it as, what is the second identity? Secant square theta minus tan square theta plus secant theta minus tan theta by, so denominator I'll keep it same itself, plus secant theta plus tan theta. Okay, so now if I write it here, if you see, this is nothing but secant theta plus tan theta, that is a plus b into a minus b, into secant theta minus tan theta plus secant theta minus tan theta by 1 plus secant theta plus tan theta. So now let's take secant theta minus tan theta is common in the numerators, and I can write directly secant theta plus tan theta into 1 plus, sorry, secant theta minus tan theta is common, then we will get 1, not 1 here, this is secant theta plus tan theta plus 1 by, the denominator is 1 plus secant plus tan, 1 plus secant theta plus tan theta. So these two gets cancelled out. So the final answer in the LHS we got it as secant theta minus tan theta. So secant I can write it as 1 by cos, and tan I can write it as sin by cos. So this you can simply say that it is 1 minus sin theta by cos theta, which is nothing but RHS. Okay, so for this type of question, if it is mentioned 1 plus secant minus sin, 1 plus secant plus tan, so this is very easy if you use the second trigonometric identity, but don't go with this method by converting to sin and cos. Okay, let's see one more short answer question. So as I mentioned, most of the short answer questions will be prove that type of questions only. Okay, I have one more here. Hope you're able to see the question. The question is, prove that sin power 6 theta plus cos power 6 theta is equal to 1 minus 3 sin square cos square. Okay, so for this what you have to do is write in terms of sin square theta whole cube plus cos square theta whole cube. So to solve these type of questions, we have to use the algebraic formulas, which is a square plus b square, a cube plus b cube, and so on. So for this question, it is a cube plus b cube formula we have to use. So a cube plus b cube formula is a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. Calculate the formula. A cube plus b cube formula is a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. Okay, so this if I substitute here, I will get sin square theta plus cos square theta into sin power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta minus sine square cos square. Okay, so this sine square plus cos square theta is 1. So 1 into sine power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta minus sine square theta cos square theta. So now if you notice this, again I can rewrite it as sine square theta whole square plus cos square theta whole square minus sine square theta cos square theta. So this again I can write using the help of a plus b whole square. So what is a plus b whole square? It is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So if I want a square plus b square, what I can do, I simply move 2ab to the left side. So this I can rewrite it as sine square theta plus cos square theta whole square minus 2 sine square theta cos square theta minus sine square theta cos square theta. So this, the final answer is, because this is again 1, so 1 minus minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3, 1 minus 3 sine square theta cos square theta. This is nothing but RHS. Okay, so let's solve the last question for today. So most of the questions, as I mentioned, it will be coming 1, 2 and 3 marks questions from trigonometry chapter. So I'm going to solve one more 3 marks question, but the topics is similar, just you have to apply all the identities, all the ratios and solve whichever the question you were getting. Okay, this is one of the 3 marks question. I'm going to solve it for the last question as the last question for today. So they're asking to prove cosecant square theta minus secant square theta by cosecant theta plus sin square theta, sorry, secant square theta is equal to 3 by 4 if tan theta is 1 by root 7. We have tan here, but we have cosecant and secant. So let's try to convert cosecant and secant in terms of tan, then you can easily solve this. Okay, but before I suggest you to convert into sine and cos first and then solve it. Let's see whether you can convert easily. This will be 1 by sin square theta minus 1 by cos square theta by 1 by sin square theta plus 1 by cos square theta. So what this will become, if I take LCM, this becomes cos square theta minus sin square theta by sin square theta cos square theta. So denominator cos square theta plus sin square theta by sin square theta cos square theta. So these two I can cancel it out. So finally I got, which is cos square theta minus sin square theta by cos square theta plus sin square theta. So this denominator anyway it is 1. So this is nothing but cos square theta minus sin square theta. From using first identity I can say cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So now you can see instead of 4 values I have reduced into 2 now. 1 by sin, 1 by cos, 1 by sin, 1 by cos. So take an LCM, it becomes cos square theta sin square theta by cos sin square plus sin square by sin square cos square. These two get cancelled out, and this again using first I can say it is 1. So the final step is cos square minus sin square. Now let's use the value which I mentioned. Tan theta is 1 by root 7. So this is tan theta 1 by root 7. So this value will be root of 1 square plus a square plus b square. So root 7 square is root, okay, this will be root 8. Okay, now let's write the cos value. Cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. So root 7 by root 8 whole square minus sin square theta is opposite by hypotenuse, which will be 1 by root 8 whole square. Now it is easy. 7 by 8 minus 1 by 8, which is 6 by 8. The 6 by 8 answer is 3 by 4 is the final answer. And make sure to box your answer whenever you're solving anything. Okay, you can also solve, use the triangle first and then use cosecant, secant and all, that also you get the same answer, but my suggestion is going with sine and cos. Okay, if you use secant and tan also, cosecant also, I'll just solve it to just confirm whether both should be same. Cosecant minus secant square by cosecant plus secant square. Okay, cosecant means inverse of cos, sorry, inverse of sine, it will be root 7 whole square minus, this will be root 8 whole square, root 8 by root 7 by root 7 whole square wait, this is cosecant is root 8 by 1, not root 7, minus plus root 8 by root 7 whole square. So this I'll write in the next slide, this part. Second method I am doing, just directly substituting in the main step. Okay, so it is cosecant square minus secant square by the triangle is 1 root 7 and root 8. So cosecant is sine, inverse of sine, hypotenuse, okay, 8 whole square minus root 8 by root 7 whole square by root 8 whole square plus root 8 by root 7 whole square. So this becomes 8 minus 8 by 7 by 8 plus 8 by 7. So 7 into 8 is 56 minus 8 by 7 into 8 is 56 plus 8. Denominator 7 get cancelled out. 56 minus 8 is 64. Okay, this is 64. 56 minus 8 becomes 44, I guess. 48 by 64. So 48 by 64, if I divide by 4, if I divide 12 not 4, 1 4, 4 12, 4 1 4, 16, 4 12 by 16, again by 4, 4 3 is 4 4s. See, you got the same answer, which is 3 by 4 using the other method as well. Okay, you can solve this method or this method, both will get the same answers, but this is much complicated and compared to other one. But if you want to know, I want directly substitute the values and get the answer, then also you can do it. Both of them, but this is important. Using tan, you should able to get the other trigonometric ratio values. Okay, so in this way, all the questions can be solved using the identities, using the ratios, and using the right angle triangle concept. So if you have any doubts, as usual, just comment in the comment section so I can check and respond to you. So thanks for watching till the end. So make sure to subscribe to get similar notification for similar kind of content. Thank you.